Ostriches. Beautiful ostriches. Hello friendlings, this is Claude from Chicago, and we're back with another Planet Zoo video here in Fred Topia Zoo. And today we are revamping the elephant, the water buffalo, and the ostrich pavilion or exhibits. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. But this habitat, obviously today, as you see in the title, it says ostrich. The ostriches are getting added to this area. Now, I've said this a lot of times if you just tune into the series, that I really want to have one large habitat where there's a bunch of animals inside. And I thought this is the perfect time to put this in because ostriches are very passive, in my opinion. Don't know too much about them, but they have, they can jump on in here and, live with the other animals. We live streamed this on Twitch, by the way, if you are curious where this footage comes from, and it's linked in the description. But here, these ostriches will be able to live with the African elephant and the African water buffalo. So they can, live together in peace and harmony. Now, I wanted to do a different style of wall. I wanted to use stone bricks and electric fence with a little safety barrier on the outside just to give it a different variety of a look compared to all of our other habitats. All of our other habitats, I have noticed, use just null barriers, which are quite unique, obviously, because we made really unique walls. And then we used just stone ones, and then this one here used to be just electric fence and then wood fence. But I think this two combination here really gives it some variety and different color. This side's electric fence, the other side's red brick. It looks like it's different, but it isn't, and it's truly a gem, I guess is what you would call it. This is where we're linking the back door over here. This is called the staff hallway, as I wanted to call it, and this is supposed to be a hidden hallway with a door that is like a metal gate where you can pull it left to the right, like a backstage area here. So I wanted to get some little handles on there and that sort of stuff so you can pull it open and shut it so the guests cannot walk down there and obviously get behind the scenes or backstage. So that's why we did this here. And eventually we'll do some more brush and some more detail works here. I want to do more of a dedicated stream or a dedicated video where we do details and lighting. We did do a little bit of lighting, obviously, in one of the earlier episodes on this channel, but I do want to dedicate a whole video to that later on. Now, if you do want to suggest down below which animal you want to see next, sadly today, or this episode is not going to be that, because the next episode I have thought very long in my head. Scary's been asking for a while. So has Liam. That Liam asked for the ostriches, and he just became a prime, why do I keep saying a Twitch prime? He has became a subscriber on Twitch. And he keeps bugging me for the ostriches, so I got it for him. Now, Scary is another longtime YouTuber subscriber for at least this series, and he really wants me to do the Indian rhino, so we will be doing the Indian rhino for the next episode, guaranteed fact, promise. And then after that, we have to do another tiger exhibit for Janko. I promised to do that earlier on today's stream because I actually am recording this right after I streamed, strangely enough. And he wanted one of the tigers that we haven't done because we already done the Siberian tiger. We're gonna give him another tiger so he can have his little habitat here. Now, he got one over everyone else because he was the first person to ever donate bits onto my channel, and I do have to offer one to Gavin as well. Gavin, if you do watch this series, if you want an animal habitat or something named after you that hasn't been done or that has been done and just hasn't been renamed, you can have it too. And anybody else too, if you're on here, you can of course have that as well. But here in this habitat, I know we've done a lot of talking about everything else, but this habitat here, I just wanted to revamp it, remove some colors around, redo some brush, do some really small details, and just add the ostriches in. Didn't want it to be too crazy and too heavily detailed like our other parks, but I did want to make it hecka looking good. So I added this sort of pathway here with a circle C or U shape pond, so the African elephants and the water buffalo can swim around. The ostriches really do not like swimming, as what I've seen. They probably can't swim in real life, but these elephants and water buffalo get straight into water, and it looks really nice. I add in some rough soil and soft soil on the outside of this pond, so there is enough room here. Now, if I didn't add any water in here, it would probably be too green grass or dull with dust and stuff like that, so I wanted to give it a variety. I moved the mud pit back, the soccer ball, and I moved a couple other feeding items back as well because there was some issues with grabbing, because obviously those old walls do not exist. I added in some of these palm trees and these elephant ear reeds on the outside of the electric fence and the insides to give some more color and depth into the place. Like I said all the time, if you have any option to use those reeds, please use them. They look really good, especially next to water. As you see there, we use those big, I'm just going to call them the bonobo trees. They're not called the bonobo trees. They start with a B and it looks like bonobo. Wanted to put those in there. Those big trees really look so nice, especially in this pavilion. It just, I mean, they're actually large and they actually look small. That's why I used them here. And you see me did some quick rock work there as well. That was a former thing that was going to be a wall, or I mean a little interior habitat for the water buffaloes. It didn't turn out that way, but I did try to reuse it and it does work. The water buffalo actually finally use it. It is just stonework that I just copied from the original design, copied it 3 ways, and now it is like a little cave. And they actually sit in there. I was so happy because I wanted that, the original design, and you know, a couple months later, we got it to actually work. Interior here, we're doing a little bit of details, putting down some padding and some food and some water so that the animals can sleep inside. The elephants can actually go inside this time. And then we dedicate the Fredling Wall to Cripsa, our first subscriber on Twitch, longtime viewer on this channel, using a Twitch Prime ever. So we will be going to the live section in a second. If you want your Fredling Wall, just comment down below. And if you comment a lot, I will put you on here. Fredlings, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse here. We do record them all on Twitch. I've said this a million times, but this habitat is now dedicated to one of our longest subscribers named Cripsa. And now it's not the he's not getting the ostrich habitat. He's getting, I guess in theory, all 3 of these habitats, unless somebody else wants the African elephant and the ostrich. That doesn't have one yet. But this is the habitat here. It is quite beautiful because this is obviously changed from what it was before. I'm showing you the side here. Obviously, today's episode is talking about the ostrich and all these other animals. But there you can see some ostriches down here. There's a nice big pond, a nice circle pond here. The water buffalo, the African elephants can come in. There's 3 African elephants now. There's 3 of each. 1 male of each species and 2 females. They keep getting better and better and better on this series for stuff. We did some plant work in front of these things. We still got to do a little bit more, but this habitat is turning into, like, it's just so nice. Greenery, water, blue. Got a nice facility back here that blends into the other one. We turned in the old rock feature for the water buffalo into a home. I've actually seen some ostriches walk in here. Maybe we can get some for the glamour shots later on. They will sleep in here. Like, look at how cozy this would be. And where are some of the ostriches now? Now, they do kind of hide away. I don't know why, but they do hide away. Here is one of the ostriches. They're trying to yeet. They're like ninjas. But they are in here. There is 3 of them. I could order some more. They do like to kind of like hide away from everyone else. Still don't understand the concept of that. But they are in here looking at this. But I do wanted to give you an overview of the whole habitat right now from top down without it being super fast. But inside of here, we have obviously a couple ways they can go over to the African lion habitat. There's donation bins all around this area. But we have some of these huge trees. These bonbo trees. We have some little ponds, some rock features kind of going through here so we can break up the color a little bit with some grays. A bunch of tree greenery area here in the middle. This African habitat sort of got split and put more water down here. Like I said, a sort of a U shape or a C shape, depending on which angle you look at it. There's an electric fence with a little fence down here preventing people from coming across. That obviously was there before. And then this big facility building down here now. Obviously, if this was real life, there would be a door that would be like metal door you could pull down and shut, because obviously if it was wintertime, there would be, you would need to put the animals somewhere else. And there would probably be more room than just this. I mean, it's kind of small, but you would put like the elephants on one side, the ostriches on one side, and then I guess the buffaloes, so there would be more sections than just one big room. But for this design and concept, we just have one large room because we're not going to go that much in detail. Obviously, right next to the African lion habitat, I think they are pretty dang close to the same size for square footage now. Let's take a look and see where that is. So this is 7,568 meters of space. And this lion habitat, let's find ourselves a lion, is, wow, they're nowhere near the same size. This was only 3,700. I thought they were the same size. They look about the same size, but this here is a rectangle and this one's not. So I guess I was wrong. But it is a big facility, and I wanted to add in some giraffes and some zebras, some zappy zebras, but we decided to go against that because it feels very cluttered right now. I mean, this is what I wanted. I wanted it to be nice and vibrant and nice and animal, lifelike, and social creatures and all that. But it just does feel like there is a little bit too much in here. There's 9 animals, but I do want to add in the zebra area eventually into this place. So they will be coming. And the giraffes, they will be coming. Just not right now. Just because it just looks like a little bit too much. But, of course, we can add in some more later on. Just going to do a little bit more bush work over here to give some greenery and some rock work. Because got to break up the color a little bit so it's not all the same. Just a little bits of details like these really make your zoo pop out. Or any game you're playing, really. Like, Cripsa is one of our Prime subscribers, Twitch Prime subscribers, and he was just getting a bunch of assets for his thing that he posts on our Discord of his city that he's about to start in City Skylines, and, you know, a lot of prep, a lot of different color, a lot of assets, changing it up so it's not one flat city or one flat zoo. Really makes it pop out. Now, that is probably about it for this habitat. I want to thank all you Fredlings for watching live or post. Before we go to the glamour shots, these are our top subscribers and bit donation givers here on our Twitch channel. Cripsa, Liam Harrison, Gavin, Jordan, and Janko. Thank you so much, Fredlings, for all of your support. It really does help out so much on the channel. And now we're going to go into some glamour shots. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck.